We've got some brand new updates for One Punch Man, new images, so let's talk about all of them. First up, we've got this new shot of Saitama and he's looking up at someone. I really do like the lighting in this shot. I actually think it looks better than the manga version. Huge special thanks to One Peak Man at Daily One Punch for doing these manga versus anime comparisons. Next up, we have Tatsumaki, and I don't know about you guys, but the way she is drawn in this shot, she looks a little bit funky. It does feel like the coloring and compositing does make her look more off than usual. Next up, we have Monster King Orochi, and wow, I do like the way the anime looks. Yeah, I do like the way the outline looks, the shading, it looks really nice. But when you compare it to the manga, oh my, it is literally night and day. Both designs look very different. I don't know if the anime shot Orochi is doing some sort of motion with his hand, but honestly, it looks pretty good, even though the manga has a lot more detail in. Next up, we have Giru staring down Tatsumaki, so it does look like Tatsumaki will be fighting Giru in the finale. The lack of detailing on Giru in the anime does tell me that this sequence will be animated, but if it's still frame, oh my goodness, you guys, I am going to crash out. Thank goodness for the good shading in this shot in the anime, because if not for that, it would have looked extremely bland. All that nice texture from the manga is all gone in the anime. Next up, we have Pochi the Overgrown Rover, and I am not a fan of this weird, dark, misty background that they have been using for not only this shot but also the Tatsumaki shot. I do hope this is one shot out of many, because you don't have that nice background detail that you see in the manga. In this manga panel, you do see Pochi the Rover looking at Saitama, so it does look like Saitama will not only fight Pochi the Overgrown Rover, but also Orochi. And then you have this panel of King, and apparently One Peak Man is quite concerned because this panel is after a chapter of Orochi versus Saitama. Those are all the new preview images. Let's talk the synopsis. This is for One Punch Man episode 36, also known as One Punch Man season 3 episode 12, the season finale, the ultimate life form. While the S-class heroes engage in a fierce battle with the monsters, a terrified Tatsumaki arrives at Giru's location, and an other dimensional psychic battle is about to begin. Then the ultimate life form Monster King Orochi finally appears before Saitama. So yeah, pretty much the preview images are showing you exactly what is going to happen in the episode. Tatsumaki versus Giru and Saitama versus Monster King Orochi. It does look like my theory with Saitama teaming up with Garu to fight King Orochi is not coming true, because it does look like Saitama will be fighting the Monster King all by himself. One Peak Man at Daily One Punch is quite concerned about the finale episode because of that King shot taking place after the big fight, and it does look like, according to him and a few other X accounts, that they'll be adapting a pre-redrawn version again, and we are so cooked. The manga panel he shared does look more like what the anime is when it comes to the comparisons, and it looks pretty good from manga to anime. Yes, less detail is removed, but it's still pretty good. They kept a lot of detail intact. Some fans online are saying there are no improvements from episode 5 in terms of the art, and I think in the case of Orochi, that is absolutely false, because what do you mean? I mean, look at the difference. This shot of Orochi is without a doubt the best image of these new preview images. I think all the preview images look pretty good for this final episode, without a doubt a lot better than some of the previous ones. I do believe the real question is whether or not they are going to once again do retcon chapters and cut out any of the intensity that was shown in the manga, because they absolutely love doing that. Look, I know that the entire season has been a disappointment, but seeing these images, do we finally see new hope and cope for One Punch Man season 3? Well, it is the final episode, and even if this episode is a Sakuga paradise, I don't think this episode is enough to completely win over the fan base. It would honestly have to be a whole hour of beautiful art and animation to satisfy the hunger. Half an hour is not enough to complete completely undo all the issues of season 3. Only one episode has a score of over 6 out of 10. Every other episode has an abysmal score. What an absolute mess of a season it has been. But if the animators are putting all of their energy, their hard work, then that would be great to see and a great way to end the year with some cool Sakuga animation. But it would honestly feel like a very frustrating end to a season of mainly lows and a few teeny tiny bits of highs. And speaking of the season 3 finale, we do have a new update regarding the airing of that episode. On the official One Punch Man X account, it does say that due to end of year special programming, the airtime differs from the usual schedule. This is also confirmed on their official One Punch Man website. It does look like this episode will be airing at 25:30 on Sunday the 28th of December. That does appear to be 1:30 on Monday morning because the episode usually broadcasts at around 11:45 p.m. on Sunday night. So with this new One Punch Man Season 3 delay update, is this the final hope and cope for One Punch Man Season 3? Maybe those few extra hours of delay could be all the time the artists and animators need to completely refine One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 12. Could it be? No, I don't think so. But like I said, we can only hope and cope. But overall, these new preview images look pretty great in my opinion, honestly. But I don't want to fall for the clickbait because a lot of these preview images always look pretty good, but they end up being sliding PNGs going up, down, left and right. If this episode lacks any quality art and animation, then I am going to be absolutely ripping apart this episode. But if it does have the quality in, then I will praise it and give its flowers. I suppose we just got to wait and see until the weekend. Imagine if the final episode was just sliding PNGs with barely any art and animation. Would anyone be surprised? I think it would be even more surprising if we had cool art and animation. But with this episode airing on the anniversary date of the Blue Lock Season 2 finale, could we actually get that quality? Or is it going to be another disappointment? The producers haven't hyped up this episode yet. Barely any of the artists or animators have talked about it. Takashi Hashimoto did say that the episodes in the upcoming weeks will have a lot of hard work and effort put into them, so we can only hope and cope that the finale will be decent. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys think of these new preview images of One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 12? Do these 6 new images fill you with hope or despair? Tell me. If you read the manga, did it surpass the manga? Was it on the same level, or was it a big letdown, being a horrible manga adaptation? I don't know, I'm an anime only, so please tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more One Punch Man videos, as well as other anime news updates, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more. I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching. The Second Boy Dude signing out.